Alright guys, project at hand today, make giant rock disappear, and check that out, we even get a thumbs up from Jerry himself. Let's get this party started. Alright guys, you guys seen the rock on the drone flight in. That is the rock in question up there. First attempt at this thing is going to be rock teeth. This is the spare bucket I got, and it's got these rock teeth on it. All they are is just a really sharp point. A couple reasons for that. One, that'll help you kind of put a lot of pressure in one spot, which may or may not bust the rock up. It's sandstone. The sandstone rock around here, there's several different variants of it. That looks to be the softer of the rock, but that's no guarantee. So anyways, I'm hoping we can maybe bust it up a little bit, get it into some smaller, more manageable pieces. If that don't work, attempt 2 is going to be dig around it and see if we can get enough horsepower behind it to roll it up out of there. If that don't work, then plan 3 is going to probably be to try to round up some sort of hammer or breaker, or drill some holes in and put some expanding foam in it or something. All to be determined. So first things first, we're going to take this bucket off. I don't want to tear this bucket up. We'll put that old nasty bucket on there with them rock teeth on it so we can beat and bang around a little bit, and we'll go from there. And that sounds like a phone call, so let's see who's looking for me. Oh, good news, nobody important. This will be the first question mark of the day. See if we can get this bucket out of the truck without damaging the truck or spilling my Pepsi on the tailgate, because that would be a horrible way to start off the day. Come on, baby. It's been a while since I've used this bucket. I think the last time I used this bucket, there's actually a video on the channel. It was digging a basement where we hit some rock with the 120. We get her? Bring her over here and shake her. Come on, baby. There we go. Now we gotta take all the trash and put it back on the truck. Make sure she's attached first. Oh yeah, we're good. Here's the plan. I'm gonna kind of start over here on this back side. It's kind of the old saying, how do you eat an elephant? It's kind of one bite at a time. So looks like rock teeth are actually breaking that thing up halfway decent. So if I can work my way across this thing, just kind of keep taking it up piece by piece. think we might have a fighting chance, guys. We just may have a fighting chance. You can almost see this rock here. It's got multiple layers in it too. I'm going all rock nerd on you guys. I'm sorry. This stuff just really got my curiosity. But this layer here seems to be busting up real easy. This layer here seems to be a whole lot harder, but we're still able to get it. This is not an extremely hard rock. I think an hour or so just chiseling away at it, and we'll be able to get it out of there pretty easy with the 120 and the rock teeth. So yeah, let's just keep going and see what happens. I don't think this is a solid rock. This is not a solid piece of rock. If I had to guess, and this is just an absolute guess and an assumption, but at some point, it may have been 1,000 years ago, it may have been 1,000,000 years ago, but at some point that rock has rolled off that hill for some reason and landed right here, and now today it's in our way, so we got to get her removed. So let's keep chiseling on it here for a little bit and see what we get. I do have my machine sitting at a little bit of an angle where I can dig mostly on one tooth over there. I know I'm putting a lot of pressure on that tooth, but that's also what's giving me the leverage to get it busted up. That's kind of by design. The other thing I'm going to do is if I get down so far and can't go any farther, I'll scratch it this way, and then I'll come back and scratch it the other way, and that'll cut grooves in there, and I'll be able to work my way down a little bit. But if I get down to that level, I think we're golden. Let's keep going. Stronger magnet. It's just hard to get you guys to stuck anywhere while we're beating on rock. Guys, that's about 15 minutes of digging, and I'd say we've already got a third of this rock busted up. Fortunately, it's a pretty soft sandstone. I think we're going to be able to get it. It's got some harder pockets in it, which is, for some reason, our sandstone around here is kind of like that. Some of it busted up real easy and it's real sandy, and others is just like hard as a brick bat. I don't know, maybe that's that way other places around the world. You guys can comment and let me know, but I think the plan is now is just keep eating the elephant one little scratch at a time. So I'll save you guys the awful noise of teeth scratching across rock, set you guys up on a time lapse over here, and let you watch this rock disappear, hopefully. As you guys watch me chisel away on this rock here real quick, a few things probably worth mentioning. Could you hammer this rock out? Absolutely, you probably could. What I found in the past, if you can get it with a machine and rock teeth in a bucket, you're probably a whole lot better off and a whole lot faster. And that almost always requires a second machine, one with a hammer on it and then one with a bucket on it, because switching those back and forth, unless you got some sort of fancy, expensive oil quick coupler or something, is just not that feasible. And you guys can see here we're chiseling this thing away relatively quickly. Also, I do have a single shank ripper, and I have tried to use it in this application before in the past. Just does not seem to work as well as the bucket. You guys may notice I don't have the proper corner bits on my rock bucket. The corner bits should have two points on them instead of one. I always seem to break them for some reason. The single point ones I never do. So situations like this, I just run all center ones even on the corners, and they seem to hold up pretty good. Another thing you guys will notice is I'm not beating or banging on the rock. I'm kind of taking it easy on the machine. I'm just kind of scratching around, letting the teeth do the work, and not abusing the machine any more than I need to. So many times you see guys hit a rock like this and they just start waylaying it on with the machine, just bang, 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 and oh my goodness, that's hard on stuff. So just scratch away. I think in real time this took me about 45 minutes, so it's not like we were here the majority of the day doing this. But as you guys see as I come around there we go, we got her. Hey Jerry, I got the rock out.
Yeah. I wasn't much help.
I started in on this rock. Jerry told me there's no way you're going to get that out of there. I've been working on it for probably about 30 minutes, and we pretty much got it out. I got to scratch out a little bit, but I finally caught me a big one. I finally got me a big one and got it out of there. So I think this little bit here will bust up pretty nice, and that'll go. Jerry is chomping at the bit to start leveling up his pad, so I'm going to set that off to the side, let Jerry do his thing, and we'll go from there. This is one thing right here, guys. There is no way the Volvo would ever be able to lift or move this rock, mostly because of the hydraulic strength and the thumb strength. That's about all this 121, so we're going to get her wiggled out of here enough to where Jerry can get her with the dozer and tuck her away in a corner down there. There we go. I'm gonna spin back around. We got just a little bit left I need to bust off there, and I think we're gonna be good to go on leveling up the pad. So let me scratch around here for another 5 minutes or so, get this last little bit taken care of. We'll be good to go. All right, as you guys can see up there in front of me, the rock is out, so I'm going to switch gears to this stuff here, get it popped out, and then I think we'll finally be ready to get this stuff out. I think we'll finally be ready to start moving some dirt. Jerry's over there trying to take a small tree down. I'm hoping it don't end up on my head. There, you got it. Go over and get him a hand real quick. I'm coming, Jerry, I'm coming. He may not need me. He had it down, just couldn't get it up out of the hole. Dirt's so wet that sticks in there. And imagine that, we got our rock. Pull that up there out of the way for now. May need him later. Alright, back to our stuff. Well, little stump, you gonna pop out of there or not? There you go. Man, that's some nasty dirt up here. Clean the bottom of him off a little bit. get him over here out of the way, and then we'll get a plan on leveling this up. Let Jerry push him over to the pile. Barge going down the river, got a combination of wood chips and coal. Don't see that very often. Anyway, so we got that rock is out. We're down, we're probably about a foot below where grade needs to be. The stump is gone, but we got one that was hiding in the weeds up here we're gonna have to deal with. Jerry's gonna start in with a dozer and go ahead and start pushing his pad out here a little bit and figure out where, this one's not really deep, but it's pretty good in size. So I think my plan is I'm gonna start kind of chiseling away on it and try to get to a point where I can actually move it. Jerry's gonna hop on the dozer, start figuring out exactly where our grade's at, so I know how far I need to go down with that one. There ain't no point in digging it down any farther than what we need to. So yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, I kind of fell behind here for a little bit. Jerry's got a head start on the pad here. I kind of got distracted by a big rock that we'll get to here in just a minute. But this is starting to take shape. The material, fortunately, it has a bunch of rock mixed in with it. The dirt itself is not all that great of quality, but the rock itself mixed in with it, I think we're going to end up with a pretty good little pad. We do have the vibratory roller here, so we're getting pretty close to the size, pretty close to the elevation. We're about a 1.5 feet short here, and we're a little bit high in that corner. The issue we ran into is the big rock we started off with the middle is a piece of cake compared to this beast we ran into up here. And I've been digging on this thing for about an hour, and I'm getting it whittled down pretty close to where we need to be. It was actually all the way out here and about 2 feet higher than what it is now. And she's giving me a run for my money. She is giving me a run for my money. This one here, we may have been better off having a hammer on it, but we're pretty much committed to the route we went to now. And there's just a bunch of big floaters in here. Most of them, like the ones Jerry's running over there now, I can see it moving a little bit, so I can probably just walk over there and grab it with the blade and pluck it out, just like he's got going on there. But this one here wasn't quite the case. So I'm gonna keep chipping away at that rock. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. Jerry's gonna keep doing his thing. We got a little bit of dirt up there that we can steal out basically where he's at, and we don't have a set elevation. We want to keep it as high as we can. Once we see what dirt we have available, we'll probably adjust the height a little bit to make sure we got our flat area. And the higher we keep the pad, the less I got to chisel off that. So that's a plus. And the ultimate goal here in the end is this here represents the corner of the building. And this guy owns 2 lots here, so he wants to be able to come up his driveway and actually go behind his building and shoot straight through there and access that other lot over there. So we got to make sure we get this down far enough and transition in good enough that he can use it for an access later. So we'll get it. It's just going to take a little bit of time. It's just going to take some time. Whoa, hang on here. Falling off the machine. So, all right. I'm going to go back to working on the rock and let Jerry do his thing over there. We'll see where we're at here in about 30 minutes. Well, after about 35-40 minutes more of scratching over there, I think I got the rock down close. What we're going to do is take a random grade shot here, carry this back here, and see how close we are. I think we're going to be just a little bit high. I definitely don't want to take off more than I have to. So, see where. That is close.
Big sandstone there.
Two inches. We got 2 inches to go.
Above the floodplain.
See what boss man has to say over here. If I shoot your lowest point out there, Jerry.
What is it?
I said if I shoot your lowest point out here on this corner, it's got my rock back there about 2 inches high yet. I think I just need to go ahead and scrape 2 inches off of it and make sure we're good. What do you think?
That'd be fine. And what about this one over here a little bit?
You're still about 6 inches high back in there.
No, on your rock.
Yeah.
Your rock.
Yeah, there's another rock over there. That one there's not near as big. I think we can knock the head off of it pretty good. But I say go ahead and carry as much out of there as you can to
It'll compensate for you not going lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because there's about 6 inches difference between here and the top of that rock. So I think a combination of me taking 2 more inches off and you robbing some dirt out over there, I think we'll make it.
And that back slope, we'll lose that.
Yeah, then we'll, and I don't think when I take off top of that rock, I think I'll leave in the hole to fill in around it.
Fine.
And then, we'll kind of take where the machine's at over here and then just kind of come on across. I may not have to take it off all the way to the back. I may just have to take it off the front there because the slope's going to come down on it.
Fine, yes.
So
just leave a 3-4 foot wide ditch here.
Yeah. All right, back to digging rock.
Sure.
I think I finally got that rock scratched down far enough. Jerry hit another rock here. I started scratching the top of it off, but I seen it move. I think we can get it out of here. Oh yeah, look at that. Come on, baby. Come on, 120. Come on, baby. That's a big one. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it when I get it out, but oh, so close. Come on. Come on, baby. It wants to. Jerry's coming in for the assist. Oh yeah. You can hold it there, maybe I'll get in there and bite on it. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Got it. That'll make one heck of an address rock. We'll set that over there out of the way and let Jerry deal with that. Alright, got one more right here we gotta do something with. Hopefully it's that don't sound good. Alright, let me scratch around on that one for now. Started to bust the top off this one, but I seen it move too. I think it's gonna come out of there. I'll get Jerry to get up here and give me a hand. We'll see if we can pry her up. Hinge it out of there. Come on, baby. There we go. Oh, I think he's got it now. I think he's got her now. We got one more right there the track's up against we got to do something with. Hopefully it'll come out there for easy. Jerry got it out of one hole, now he's got it in another hole. I'll go down there with the track and give him a hand. I'll pull it back up out of there for him so he ain't got to fight it, but those have come out of there much easier than the other ones did. Jerry got tired of waiting on me, he got it himself. I was coming, Jerry. I promise I was coming. Not sure what the homeowner's going to do with those rocks. We're saving some of the bigger ones and putting over there in a pile. Probably end up getting used for landscaping, possibly retaining wall in the future. Most of it, like that one there, we chewed up and was able to use the spill out there. But I got one more rock right here in front of me. I think it's going to come out. I seen it budge just a little bit a minute ago. Get a little bit of the dirt off of it. Should be good to go. Oh yeah, I see it moving. Come on, baby. That's what we like to see. Look at that. For sure what Jerry's got going up over. He's determined to get that rock up in there. We got her. Never doubt Jerry. Since he did such a good job with that one, we'll just push one more down to him. Maybe. To do this and hold a camera at the same time. Come on, baby. There we go. All right. I'm gonna get myself resituated, fill in some of these holes so Jerry's not having to cowboy the dozer, and then we'll probably start shooting grading. All right, we're getting close. Big rocks out of the way. Let's see how good Jerry is at running grade out here by an eyeball. Give him a shot right there. Well, that's pretty close. Let's see what he's like going along here. I should have never doubted Jerry. I didn't know why I even got the laser out. Look at that. Nailed it. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Now, here's going to be the trick. I still think my rock's just a little bit high. It is close. It's close, but I think it's a little bit high. Oh. Oh, a little bit right there, a little bit right there. So close, so close.
Mike?
Yes, sir?
If I gain a little down there, to still help up here on the rock, won't it?
Yep, it's not gonna hurt me. The higher we can get it, I think we got enough dirt. I think if we can raise that up 1.5 inches and I can drop that 1.5 inches, I think we'll be good.
That'll be fine. I think I can rob a little bit here behind me.
Yeah, we've got our little stockpile here we kind of kept just in case, so. All right, we're getting close, Jerry. We're getting close.
I might have to leave for a few minutes again.
Oh, Jerry. The moment of truth. Is the rock low enough? Hey. That's a win, folks. That is a win. We got her, Jerry.
Hey, what about right in here, Mike?
I think you're just a tad high if I had to guess. Yep, about 3-4 inches.
I'm still taking a little out of this corner.
Yep. You want to get a push across there that way on grade? That way you can carry it on out?
That'll be fine.
I'll stick with you here on the laser a little bit. And
do you think you'll have enough for that hole there?
Yeah. Now, Jerry, I think what we got extra here now, we may just kind of roll down and transition that driveway in.
Okay.
It's just hard to cut grade in that nasty old stuff because the blade just wants to keep popping over top of them rocks. There we got the top of it busted off. Say that little D4g's got almost 10,000 hours on it. I don't want to jinx it. I hope it can't hear me talking, but that has been one good machine. We're pretty close back here, Jerry. We kind of tilted a little bit because of that rock, but for the most part, you're pretty good. I may pluck that out there if you need me to.
Okay, I'll trim it off. Move it down, don't put it on.
Yep. That little rock right there was a random limestone rock versus the sandstone we've been dealing with, and let me tell you, that booger is considerably harder. Jerry's kind of sloping that bank in there, seeing what dirt we need to cover up that hole I dug to get that rock busted out of there. And then we'll go back to running grade. Well, Jerry fired me from running grade. He said he don't need me. He said I was just in the way. He's got it. So I turned him loose on the dozer. He put me on ditch duty. So obviously you can see Jerry down there on the pad. We're just up here on the upper side, trying to get a ditch cut in here to catch all the water coming off this hill to protect it from the building pad down there. Jerry actually had it kind of roughed into the dozer while he was putting all it all on that rock. I'm just kind of taking the excavator and shaping it up a little bit and making sure everything's good to go. There was a few rocks in here he couldn't quite get corner bitted out, but not a whole lot to it. Like that rock right there. That looks like fun though. Alrighty guys, closing in on her. Jerry's pretty much got the pad buzzed off to grade. It is close as we can get. Trying to grade riprap at least. Got the ditch in up there. Jerry's actually down over the hill working on the front hill there a little bit, but while he's doing that, I'm gonna hop on the roller. We're gonna do one final pass on this girl and roll her in here. See if this girl will start. Oh man, I think Jerry turned my master off. Hold on. Like this thing's about out of fuel. All right, guys, after a long day of fighting the rock, I think we won. I think we got her. Check it out, man. Don't that look good? So let me kind of give you guys a quick little tour of everything we got done here. We got a pretty good little slope ran in, and we got us a nice little catch basin or catch ditch or berm up here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's probably about 5 or 6 feet deep. It runs all the way around and ties into the driveway pad down there. Our pad here is actually oversized about 4 or 5 feet. The homeowner has got plans that he'd like to have his driveway come on up through and then continue on through where the excavator's at. He actually owns that lot over there. He'd like to have 2 access points into that. It's going to be close, but I think we did accomplish his goal on what we wanted there. We were able to lower this pad down enough and get it pushed out far enough that I think he'll get it. You'll notice the one little green patch of grass left. That's right, that's at our do not disturb septic system. Hopefully we'll be back here at some point with a video on putting that septic system in, but it's just a little bit too wet to do it now. If you guys remember at the beginnings of these videos, that big rock was on that side of the driveway. I got a few pictures of it. Maybe I'll throw those up real quick. Unfortunately, I didn't have my camera with me, and I didn't run and go get my camera. I did not get any video of moving that rock, but that was the easiest rock we moved all day, to be honest with you. On the front side of the hill here, it kind of is what it is. We got it schmoozed up a little bit. I was nice enough to take some of these extra rocks that we kind of popped up out of the hill here, and just made a little bit of a retaining wall right there in that steep spot. It's nothing extremely fancy, but just a nice little touch. But all in all, guys, I think she turned out pretty good. Should work out pretty well for them, nice and solid. I got rock coming in the morning. We'll throw a little bit of rock down on it. It'll be ready for the builder, and then as soon as this ground dries a little bit, hopefully we'll be back here and get a video on putting the septic in. But there goes another barge up the river, guys. Coal going up. So love working down here on the river. It's awesome, peaceful for some reason. So but that's gonna be a wrap, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and as always, we shall catch you guys on the next one.